Very well, everyone, and welcome back to Let's Break Star Ocean 2 Remake. Now, that we have Rena in the party, as if you remember last time we successfully rescued her, it's time we begin the game for real. We're past the prologue. We haven't really unlocked the crafting system yet. We'll do that today. And sure, I could fast travel to the next town, but I just want to hoof it for a little bit. Also, let's see. Yeah, okay. So there are two events here that are missable. So I don't know if I want to do them right now. Sure, we'll fight a battle on the way. Why not? Fun fact. As I started recording today, which is the day after my first recording session for this LP, I tried to start recording it and I got a HDCP error, which is basically the copyright protection with my capture card. And it has never happened before. Like literally, this is the first time I've ever seen it on the Switch. I think I've never seen it with anything. We'll talk about this in a second. Private action, sure. So I was extremely pissed that I couldn't record more. But I managed to make it work by just simply turning on and off the Switch. Yeah, the solution to everything. Let's see if we have some stuff for Rena especially. Yeah, one of these. Yeah. One of those. And that's it, actually. Give you some more defense, and that's all. So, private actions. We got a little introduction to them as we walked in town. Essentially, what private actions are interaction with your party members, which can raise and lower your affinities with them. And affinities mainly do one thing, which is influence what endings you get. And there's a lot of endings. Let's see if I can actually show it off. There are 99 endings. And you see there are some stars on some of them because I've completed the game once already, so I've unlocked a few of them. But yeah, good luck actually figuring them all out. There are some character spoilers there, so we're not gonna explore that too much. But if you press it's square or Y, by default the left button, you can switch to private action. Your party will spread out, and you can go around with your protagonist, whether it be Claude or Rena, depending who you chose in the beginning. There's not much to do here. There's a private action here, and there's a private action in the first town, which we have to do right now, because if you see here on the fast travel menu, they have a little hourglass icon near the PA symbol, which means they are missable. Well, yeah, they're missable. They will expire after a certain point, so we might as well do them now.
What's wrong, Rena?
Oh, nothing. Just thinking about my father.
I have to hand it to you, Rena. Losing your father must have been terrible, but you've been dealing with it so calmly.
Oh, not at all. I cried all the time back when it happened. What's your father like, Mr. Kenny?
My father? He's a great man, respected by everyone who knows him.
Wow, I'm jealous. He sounds wonderful. You must be really proud of him, Mr. Kenny.
Yeah, he's brilliant. Maybe too brilliant.
Admiral, we've entered orbit around planet Milokenia.
All right. Give me a surface scan.
This is an M-sized planet. Breathable E-type atmosphere. Looks like it's got a lot of ore deposits, especially chromium. I'm detecting life forms, but no evidence of sentient life.
The usual, then. I'll add the data to our star map.
Wait a minute, Admiral. There's a point on the surface that's turning up dark in the scan.
What do you mean? There's an energy field present. But why would there be one here? Do we know anything about this field?
Checking our database.
No matches found. All right, We'll have to land on Milokenia and check it out ourselves. Get us down as quickly as possible. Ensign Kenny, I'm appointing you to the landing party.
If I may, Admiral, my duty is to assist you at your command post, not to explore unknown planets.
I'm going down to Milokenia too, Ensign. You're coming with me.
Admiral, what if something happens to you down on the surface?
We're here to discover the unknown, to unlock the secrets of the universe. Who could ask for anything more? I'm just an old man who's too decrepit for the battlefield. Are you trying to deny me the last bit of fun I can have in my life?
But sir... Never mind. Understood, Admiral.
Kurtzman, you take the bridge.
Be careful down there, sir.
Right, let's get moving.
I heard that Admiral Kenny is already 58 years old. It's unusual to see an officer at that age who wasn't retired yet. Ship is currently orbiting the planet Milokenia in Sector Gamma. Perhaps the Lazonians are responsible for that field. Admiral Kenny is waiting for you. Head for the transporter room at once. It's really hard to do anything to get noticed these days, but with the Lazonians keeping a low profile. Whatever you do, make sure you protect Admiral Kenny.
So tell me, what logical reason is there for Claude to be in the landing party?
Beats me. Probably dear old dad trying to prop up his son's service record.
Ah, too bad we all couldn't be the Admiral's son, right?
Well, nothing we can really do about it. Even someone like Admiral Ronix J. Kenny can't help but spoil the kid a little.
Is something wrong?
No. Nothing.
And that is that. That is a very long one that doesn't really affect your friendship level with anyone. You even get to play it a little bit. But yeah, that's fun. That's essentially what it is. We're gonna do the one in Arlia just in case we miss it. Although don't really have to, but it's probably extremely fast. I think it's the one at Arena's house, but can't be anywhere else really. Where could it be? Switch to PA. In DOG, you had to actually go out of town and press a button on the edge of the towns to enter PA mode, but now you can just switch anytime you want, which is a good improvement. So let's see this one. Well, you Vesta, or Vesta. You don't have to say anything useful. What's going on here?
Oh, you scared me, Mr. Kenny. How long have you been there?
I just came in.
Oh, I see.
What are you up to?
I was just reflecting back on the past a little.
Alright, let's see here. What happened in the past? Where were you? Like as a child, you should focus more on the future. So obviously, depending what we choose, we might increase or decrease our affinity with Rena. Let's see. I was just reflecting on the past. Let's just answer this one. Let's see what happens.
The past is nice and all, but we should probably think about the future right now.
The future?
Yeah. It's important that you remember the past, sure. But if you don't look ahead, you'll only be holding yourself back from what's new.
Holding myself back?
That's it. Didn't really go that far. You can check your affinity levels here. And that's it. Press Y. And that's all. Have anything else to say? The future. Alright. I've got to exit PA mode if I want to fast travel, otherwise all the locations here will be locked. And that's fast travel. We're back in Salvo, just like that. Thanks for this feature, because it saves a lot of time. And a lot of walking around for no reason. Anyway, now that we get out on the world map from this side, we can go in a lot of places, really. But, again, we could explore, and this was the point in the original game, where you could just go and start breaking the game apart. But unfortunately, in this version, you can't really do that, because again, we don't have the crafting system unlocked. Also, I'll be very paranoid because of that error I had at the beginning of the recording session. I'll be constantly looking back at my video feed to see if everything is going fine. But no, at this point, we can go either to Krosse, which is the next town, and that's where we're supposed to go. Or we can go pretty much to see the minimap. We're on the big continent that actually looks like a cross. It's like a cross, right? So the exclamation mark is our destination. Green points are towns, red points are dungeons, and we could go to all of those if we wanted to. The map is pretty much open. And yeah, at this point you could go to pretty much everywhere. We could just go and go into each town, so we have fast travel available to the we can go there anytime. But for today, we're gonna move ahead the story. Actually, we'll do one more fight. We'll head to Krosse, which is right in front of us. Proceed the story, unlock the crafting system, and then next time we're gonna have to do the second dungeon of the game. And after that, that's when we will start to play the game for real. And by playing the game, I mean completely breaking every single balancing thing that exists. Alright, we're in Krosse City, let's enter it.
The trip took a lot longer than I thought.
There's nobody around.
The castle looks like it's locked up too.
Let's stay at the inn for the night. We can visit the castle tomorrow.
Okay. I don't think I can go into any building right now. There's some I want to go over here, but I don't think they're probably all closed. Yeah, okay. This is closed. This is closed. This is open for some reason. So you can still go into the tavern. Well, you would expect the tavern to be still open. It's fun that all the shops like have a name. It's not like shop, bar, armory or whatever. They actually have names. Like that was the Bar Mikado, and then every armory has its own name. It's pretty cool. Well, let's just go in here, see what's going on in the inn.
You've been quite a stranger lately.
Sorry I haven't been around, Aunt Rachel. How are things going?
Oh, as well as always, I'd say. Oh, found a new man, did you? Worrying Westa to no end, no doubt.
He's not my boyfriend.
Well, you didn't have to shout it like that.
Huh?
Oh, nothing.
Well, you're in luck. I've got a lovely vacant room just for the two of you. How about I let you stay there for the night? On the house.
Are you sure that's okay?
Oh, nothing but the best for my niece on her special night.
I told you already, it's not like that at all. I swear.
Not at all, huh?
Come to think of it, Mr. Flack paid a visit to town a couple of weeks earlier.
Diaz was here?
But he left soon afterwards. Not that he had any particular destination in mind.
I see.
Well, make yourselves comfy.
Thank you so much, Aunt Rachel.
Thank you.
You're quite welcome. Take care of Reina for me, all right?
Yes, of course. By the way, I couldn't help but wonder, who's Mr. Flack?
You mean Diaz?
She mentioned the name earlier, so I was just curious.
His full name's Diaz Flack. He used to live in Arlia like me. Something terrible happened to him, though, a long time ago, and because of that, he left the village.
Well, I'll try to avoid the subject then.
Thanks.
Do you mind if I make one request, though?
What is it?
You really don't have to call me Mr. Kinney. It just makes me feel weird when I call you Reina.
Okay, I'll remember that from now on.
Well, let's get ready for bed then. It's getting late.
Looks like it. Good night, Claude.
Good night, Reina.
Well, how did things go?
We had a great night's sleep, Aunt Rachel. Thanks for asking.
Oh, you know that's not what I meant.
Not comment on that? Okay, fine. I swear she would comment on it, but... don't worry, Claude, you'll get your chance. But not with her. If I play my cards right... I know exactly what I want to do.
Excuse me.
Oh, sorry. He had 3 eyes.
He sure did. That's an event that they... Originally, you had to watch a PA to see that. Now it's actually mandatory, which is good. Because it was so easy to miss it. And that's very important that you see it. So if you are playing the OG, I'm not sure when you have to see. I think you have to do it after the next dungeon. Come back here, do a PA, walk through this bridge, and you'll see that cutscene with that 3-eyed man. Very important. That leads to a couple of optional party members. Even if you don't want them, just do it. It doesn't matter. Like, you can still choose to not get them and get another one. But, yeah. Very important. Do see that guy. Definitely. Okay, we want to talk to you, I believe. We want an audience with the king.
This is the front desk for the audience chamber.
This is the place. I'll write our names in for you.
Ah, I see you're here on behalf of Mayor Regis of Arlia.
Yes, sir. I'd like to have an audience as soon as possible, if I may.
Very well. If you could kindly wait until I make the arrangements.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome to look around the castle until the time comes.
That would be great. Thank you. We're in, Claude.
Alright, a lot of exclamation marks on the minimap right now. There's a location here we can check out for some free XP. Painting on the prince, closer T. Cross, who is known for sneaking out of the castle to cause trouble. That virile? I don't know how to pronounce that. Visage bears an uncanny resemblance to someone. And it looks sort of like Claude, but not really. And we got a portrait A. Yeah, we got a portrait A, which is Claude's portrait. So there are a lot of exclamation marks here. We don't have to check all of them, thankfully. It's just 2 or 3. But I will gladly steal all the stuff that I can find. Apparently that gives me more defense, which is nice. And then I think, again, you just have to talk to 2 or 3 NPCs that are marked, and then you'll be... all the others will disappear from your minimap. So if I talk to you, once in a while, there you go, that's it. That's all you have to do. I don't believe it works like that in DOD. I believe you have to actually see a thing. But let's see what else we can find around here. Not much. What are you doing? Castle is really large, there's always a lot of cleaning to do. Alright then. Let's see if I can find other treasure, because there are a lot of rooms in this castle. There is a sort of a subplot you can deal with the prince. Also, this here is the princess. I think we can meet her actually right now, if we go a little bit out of our way. I'll be actually able to meet her. Let's see. Go through here. There's a treasure chest over there. So if I barge in and steal your money, don't worry about it. It's fine. Alright. I believe if we go over to the right... There's the princess. Welcome to Cross Castle. Please enjoy your stay here. Princess Rosario is a lady of remarkable kindness and generosity. Prince Claude, however, doesn't seem to appreciate her at all. Now, Prince Claude is nowhere to be found. I believe you can find him by doing a private action at one point. But I only have done it once in my life, so I can't really tell you how to do it. But yeah, it's entirely possible to do that. Yeah, we can't really go through here. I know there's something you can... There used to be I think a small... Not a cutscene, but something you could see in the original, if I remember right. But maybe not. Maybe I'm just... Maybe I'm misremembering everything. No, it doesn't seem like... Nope, nope. Turn's coming up? Yeah, okay. Now let's just go back. Let's just go back and move on with the story. There's a bunch of cutscenes we have to do with the king, and after that, I swear, there's another cutscene after that, and then we're kinda free. Where do I have to go exactly? It says this way. I have to go all around? Really? Well, my fault for exploring, I guess. What I remember you could see like some people talking to the king at this point. But it doesn't seem like you can in this one. Alright, let's go in. Let's talk to the king. Also, you might... Oh, there you... You guys weren't there before? I walked on the side where these guards are. You guys weren't there. Where did you come from?
Just remember to be careful.
So yeah, you might want to pay attention to the right and the left side of the screen, because we might see someone listening on our conversation in a second. Or the camera is gonna pan too high up, maybe? I don't know. I'm looking at those guards very carefully.
Honor, Your Majesty.
Ah, it's you, Reina. It has been a long time, hasn't it? I can hardly recognize you. You've grown to be even more beautiful than what I've heard from Regis.
I'm glad to see you in good spirits, sire.
Oh, there's no need for formalities, Reina. What can I do for you today?
Yes, sire. We have begun to conduct an investigation into the sorcery globe. As part of that, we were wondering if Your Majesty could give us whatever information on the globe and its properties that you currently possess.
Heavens, you're the one conducting this investigation?
Yes, sire, and we are treating the job with as much resolve and determination as it deserves.
Well, if that be the case, then it wouldn't do to hold anything back from you. I don't need to remind you of all the earthquakes and volcanic eruptions that have occurred worldwide lately. However, the exact cause of this activity remains a total mystery even to us.
Have you given any thought to the idea that the sorcery globe is behind all this?
Well, without some kind of evidence to back up that theory, it is difficult to be 100% sure about anything. I hear that people and monsters are fighting a pitched struggle in El Kingdom territory at present. Unfortunately, few details have been given on the scope of the battle or the number of casualties incurred as a result.
Are there any ships right now that can take us to El?
There are, but they have been strictly regulated.
Wild rumors have a way of spreading quickly during wartime, needless to say. I am afraid we know very little about the machinations of the sorcery globe ourselves. Or rather, it would be more accurate to say we know nothing at all.
Haven't you sent a team to investigate it?
I have, but unfortunately, any hope for their return seems to have perished at this point. To sum up the current situation, despite all our best efforts, we have failed to obtain even a trace of information about the sorcery globe.
I see.
That's why we've decided to enlist the help of any willing adventurers in the area.
That explains all of the adventurers we saw in town.
I hardly need to remind you, Reina, that your investigation into the sorcery globe is an extremely dangerous endeavor. If it were up to me, I would sincerely suggest that you call off this investigation immediately.
Don't worry, I'll be all right. I have Mr. Kenny on my side here.
Oh, so you have that much faith in his strength. In any case, it looks like you could do with some better equipment.
Here, His Majesty has granted you a travel permit, along with a small parting gift.
But Your Majesty...
Please, take it. It's a perfectly fitting payment for helping us root out the cause of this cataclysm.
Thank you so much, Your Majesty.
If you're traveling to the El Kingdom, the interim transport ship departing from Kurik would be best.
We appreciate your generous support, Your Majesty. I hardly even opened my mouth.
It's not just you. Even I felt like I had butterflies in my stomach.
Alright, and that is that. We obtained a bunch of money and a travel permit. Also, as you might have noticed, there was someone listening into our conversation in the bottom right corner of the screen the whole time we were talking to the king. That is much harder to notice in this version, because in the OG, because of the camera was pointed, it was much easier to see that.
What is the meaning of this? I believe I procured this fair and square.
What the hell are you talking about, lady? You practically stole it from me!
Stole? Exactly when did I partake in something anywhere even close to stealing?
Enough of your crap! Hand it over or you're dead!
Wait a minute. I can't just let this go on.
Claude?
Hmm?
Who the hell's this little brat?
Hey, you! That's no way to speak to a lady, you know.
What was that?
Let's be a little more civilized here, alright?
Are you talking to me, kid?
If I recall correctly, you were gonna fight me, not this little boy.
What? I'll kill you, you little...
If you want to pick a fight, you'd best choose your opponents more carefully. Not that I'm particularly enthralled with getting in a fight over something I didn't do.
You're gonna pay for this!
Hopefully that taught him something. I must thank you, my boy. You were quite the courageous one.
Boy?
Your bravery has struck a chord inside of me. Truly brilliant.
It was nothing.
You're blushing, Claude.
By the way, are you the couple who had an audience with the king earlier?
How'd you know that?
I just happened to be on a tour of the castle at the time, and I overheard some guards gossiping about two people who got special permission to jump ahead in the king's schedule.
And you realized that was us?
I wondered what made that pair so special, so I sneaked into the throne room to find out for myself.
That's impressive.
I have some information that I believe you will appreciate. Without going into too many details, I just happened to get my hands on this map from an auction that I attended not long ago. Supposedly, this map shows the way to an ancient treasure hidden inside a certain cave. Would you be interested in joining me as I explore the cave?
We really don't have time to go treasure hunting right now.
Oh? Are you sure? You might uncover a hint or two related to your own goal. Well, would you like to come along?
An ancient treasure. Maybe it'll provide me with some leads. Sounds like fun. I'll take the offer.
Ah, I knew you'd come around. My name is Celine Jules. I'm a treasure hunting enthusiast. Now then, let me show you the map one more time. See this? First, we'll set off for the Krosse Cave, which lies east of Krosse.
Krosse Cave? You mean that natural cave? Everyone knows that place.
Indeed, it's the very one.
I would have thought that anything worth excavating in there was long gone by now.
Well, supposedly this map just recently came to light for the first time.
Wow.
Right. Let's make sure we have all the equipment we need before we depart.
I could get used to having you two around.
I'm not feeling very good about this.
Did you say something?
Me? No. Let's go.
And just like that, we have unlocked the crafting system, which we're gonna get into next time. And yeah, we'll explain that. God, there's so many tutorials. Okay. And that last one was actually for a brand new mechanic. I'm gonna go in... Well, yeah, we can check the weapon shop. We might as well do it. Also, we have a new party member here, Celine. She's right now a guest party member, so we cannot really mess with her equipment because it's all locked. Which is unfortunate, because you were able to do that in the original. You only get to mess with her equipment if she permanently joins later. Because remember, every single party member in this game except Claude and Rena are optional. So that will definitely be useful for Claude. Pick that up. Yeah, padded element. Need to be careful with the money I have here. Padded armor, for sure. Robe for Rena is actually worse than what she has. Iron greaves are new. And that's all, actually. Good, 70 more defense and 30 more attack. And that's all I can do. But essentially now, what the idea is this is the guild. And at the guild, what you used to do in the original was to buy a set of skills that you could use to power up your characters and unlock the several systems of the crafting part of the game. But now, they don't do that anymore, because every character starts with all skills. So you don't have to spend the money here anymore. Instead, what you do here, you can accept... essentially, these are like small tutorials you can do to interact with the crafting system. So that's pretty nice. We will accept all of them. They'll actually give us some stuff to work with so we can get started on the crafting. And definitely do them, because the rewards are nice. I will not do them because I would have to spend points in learning some of those things. I think Celine might already had some of them learned. So we could do them, I guess. But we can do them another time, whatever. Yeah, I believe we're good for today, actually. Next time on That Breaks the Ocean 2, we'll head into Krosse Cave and try to complete it all in one fell swoop. See you all in the next one.